Welcome to this BlueSign training on BlueSign's chemicals management lists, BSBL, BSSL and RSL. Restricted substances lists can restrict substances entering the production as part of chemical products and substances present on the finished product. The BlueSign System Black Limits or BSBL focuses on the restriction of unwanted chemical substances in chemicals and chemical products that are used in the production of textiles by defining maximum concentration limits. Another group of lists used for chemical management in textile industry are lists focused on maximum concentration of restricted substances in finished products such as fabrics and consumer articles such as apparel. In BlueSign system, they are referred to BlueSign System Substances List or BSSL and the BlueSign Restricted Substances List or RSL. Now, let us first have a closer look at the BlueSign System Black Limits (BSBL) list. Please click the arrow to continue. The BSBL has first been released in 2019 to make information on the threshold limits for chemical substances in chemical products available to interested parties. In BSBL list, BlueSign specifies the threshold limits for chemical substances in finished chemical products such as auxiliaries or dyes. The compilation of substances in the BSBL includes all substances for which a precautionary hazard-based threshold limit or usage ban is defined in the BlueSign system. Threshold limits are fixed and do not depend on application scenarios. The BSBL is an extract of the BlueSign tool and include all substances for which a usage ban in articles is defined in the BlueSign system. Now, let us have a closer look at the BlueSign System Substances List, BSSL, Consumer Safety Limits. Please click the arrow to continue. The BSSL specifies consumer safety limits for chemical substances in a textile articles and currently covers more than 1,900 chemical substances or groups. It is updated annually and publicly available on BlueSign website www.bluesign.com/en/business/downloads. The BSSL is a very comprehensive list and with sets with very stringent limit, hence complying with BSSL means complying with most applicable regional and national consumer safety regulations and brand RSLs. It is important to know that only input stream management can assure BSSL compliance. It is simply not possible to manage that many substances through testing. The BSSL is not intended for dissemination to supply chain for compliance declaration purposes. This is how the BSSL looks. The table with limits shows that for some substances, different limits are defined for different usage ranges, A, B and C. Usage ranges classify consumer goods products according to their consumer safety relevance. 3 usage ranges, A, B, and C are defined, with A being the most stringent category regarding limit values and/or bans. Usage range A, articles with next-to-skin use and baby-safe articles. Usage range B, articles with occasional skin contact. And usage range C, articles with no skin contact. Now, let us have a look at the differences between the BSBL and the BSSL. Please click the arrow to continue. Why are not all BSSL substances listed in BSBL? The BSBL is a gatekeeper for undesirable substances, hazard-based approach, and focuses on usage bans. The additional substances listed in BSSL can only be managed by the holistic BlueSign approach. And concentrations of many substances can only be controlled by process control at the production site, such as residuals of processing chemicals. Now, let us have a look at the BlueSign RSL. Please click the arrow to continue. Commonly, a RSL is a list focusing on consumer safety. It regulates the presence of certain chemical substances in articles, for example textiles, trims, and leather. Typically, it defines concentration limits for chemical substances in an article, for instance, milligram substance per kilogram textile. RSL conformity declarations can or shall be cross-checked by testing. Theoretically, it should be possible to test all RSL substances on a finished product. The bluesign RSL is an extract of the BSSL. It contains consumer safety limits and recommended testing methods for the most important and legally restricted substances. Focuses on textile and leather articles and accessories. It is accompanied by a testing matrix to facilitate testing approach. The bluesign RSL shall support system partners in defining requirements and purchasing conditions for non-bluesign product ranges and articles. RSL template for bluesign system partners, brands, and manufacturers is available for download on bluesign Cube. The bluesign RSL is normally revised simultaneously in alignment with the BSSL. This is how the bluesign RSL and testing matrix look. The testing matrix gives recommendations which parameters to test for specific materials to help safeguarding the consumer safety aspect of the non-bluesign approved textile and trims. Now, let us have a look at other lists relevant for sustainability and consumer safety in textiles. Please click the arrow to continue. Apart from the bluesign list, there are several other common restricted substance lists applicable to chemicals out there. ZDHCM-RSL, Ecotex Eco Passport, Inditex The List, ChemIQ Chemical Screening Method, VF Corporation, and Ecological and Toxicological Association of Dyes and Organic Pigments Manufacturers, or ETAD. Many brands defined their own RSL in the past. Covering the numerous different brand RSLs is not possible. Therefore, the bluesign RSL is aligned with the widely accepted ZDHCM RSL and the AFIRM RSL. A well-known RSL is the AFIRM RSL. Includes a test matrix. Founded in 2004, the Apparel and Footwear International RSL Management, or AFIRM Group, is a brand-driven membership organization of apparel and footwear companies collaborating to promote chemicals management in the global supply chain. Another RSL with widespread use is the AAFA RSL. The AAFA is the American Apparel and Footwear Association. This RSL gives an overview on substance restrictions in different countries and legislations, but does not define own limits. Using bluesign approved chemicals and following bluesign criteria assures BSSL consumer safety limits. Bluesign approved chemicals registered in Bluesign Finder comply with ZDHCM RSL. By using bluesign approved chemicals and following bluesign criteria, especially regarding input stream management, you can expect that AFIRM RSL limits are kept. The lists and the bluesign criteria can be found on the bluesign website. Further information and support documents, like guidance sheet and fact sheet, are also available for bluesign system partners in the bluesign Cube. Thank you for completing this training session.